guess what? It's time to start a new season, what I call house sitting season. Last year, when I first started going back to my YouTube channel, I was like, okay, I'm a newbie nomad. I'm going to try trusted house sitters. I have no idea what to expect, blah, blah, blah. Well, a year later, I'm excited to say I'm going back to some of those same places where I've gone to before, but I'm going back with experience. I know what to look for. I know exciting places to take you to. I know that I have gotten much better at setting fear aside and being in wonder all of the time. So hooray for that. Yes. Yes, yes. We have 3 trips scheduled. We're going to the Washington, D.C. area on our first trip. We've been there before. And guess what? We're going to come back in summer. So we'll be doing that. Then after that, we're going in May to Pittsburgh area. Again, this time that fabulous couple and their 2 amazing dogs. Well, the 2 amazing dogs will stay with me. The couple will go off to get married. I'm thrilled that I can be a part of that. It's funny how the families that I serve become like families to me. So I'm going to be going there. And then in August, we'll be going back to Western Massachusetts. We'll be going to Amherst, where we went last October. And what I'm really excited about there is that actually, no. Oh, yeah, I guess in the DC one, we could sneak up to, Maryland. We could sneak over maybe to West Virginia. Maybe do some of my favorite trail on the planet. Whatever we do, it's going to be fun. And I'm so glad that I'll have you once again in the passenger seat. Considering how long it took me to get my last videos out, we're not going to do that. The other change is I am going to be releasing videos daily as I'm house sitting. You'll be a couple days behind, but almost like I'll still be on the road while you're seeing the videos. So slightly different. And I want to get better at my turnaround time. So are you ready for this? I'm ready for this. Let's do this thing. Once again, I got a later start than I hoped, but I got to enjoy the plum tree that was blossoming fully in the yard. That was fun. And I always like to have a clean car when I go. I haven't done that lately, so I thought it was pretty important to get it done fully. I am enjoying South Jersey more and more each time I go spend time with Catherine and Donald. And this is the road as I was heading. We are approaching the Delaware Memorial Bridge, which is a dual-span suspension bridge originally built in 1955. It is 2 miles long and takes approximately 65,000 cars across it every single day. Othmore Ahmed designed this bridge. He also designed the Verrazano Narrows Bridge and the Walt Whitman Bridge. I am a fan of bridges, both their physical nature and also the metaphorical nature. And once upon a time, I had a spiritual experience where I got the message that I was to be a bridge. So ever since then, I take bridges very seriously, especially experiencing beautiful bridges like this one. I mean, look at this. Just look. Absolutely beautiful. And they connect so many cars, so many people, so much business. When you really think about it, as you go over bridges, imagine what it would be like if we did not have them. Imagine what happens when they get shut down in California due to earthquakes or other mishaps. I just love and honor and respect bridges, so enjoy your moments as we go over the Delaware Memorial Bridge. And I feel like it's an official start of the trip because we head from New Jersey to Delaware, and then very quickly after that we get to Maryland, and we get to Baltimore, and then we get to southern Maryland, and then we get to Washington, D.C., which is the U.S. capital, and northern Virginia, where there's so much to explore. Now in Maryland, I had to check out their welcome center because, of course, you know, restrooms, and on road trips you need to find such things. But the welcome center itself is closed. I did get to use a restroom, which was clean and functional and nice, but this was not Iowa. This was not Ohio. This was not Pennsylvania. This was Maryland. This was Maryland. I was sad it was closed, but I did get to see some beautiful trees. Look at that, flowering trees, which made me happy. That was probably the highlight of this stop, this brief stop on my way to house sitting. I am a sucker for flowering trees. If you've watched my shorts lately, you can attest to that. If you haven't watched my shorts lately, check them out and you'll see some blooms and messages about blooming and blossoming no matter what your age is. Because as we're getting into retirement age, it is the perfect age for house sitting and pet sitting. You might enjoy it too, so I hope that you'll watch this whole series. And yeah, I guess I kind of ran longer than I needed to with this little stretch, but it's an easy on and off for this welcome center. A few last tips for you. Oftentimes on the night you arrive at your house sitting location, the family or the couple or the person will still be here because they want you to be here before they leave. It's a good way to get to know one another. With this particular family, I also share a meal. It's now a tradition, pizza and wine, which is very festive and pleasant for me. I also love catching up with the kids who have grown over the past year. So that's really fun. The other special trick, I talked about this on the video I made last summer, but one of the things that I always bring with me for the last minute when I arrive is a pair of clean socks and a change of shoes. Now, the reason I do this is oftentimes I will do an adventure or two on the way to the house. Even if I don't do an adventure, chances are if I've been driving for more than 2 hours, my feet are sweaty and gross. And in homes where they don't prefer to have people wearing shoes inside, it's important to be prepared to take off your shoes and have decent socks, or have recently cleaned up your feet before you show up. So that's one of my special insider house sitting tips for you. In the meantime, I'm super tired, so I'm going to brush out my hair, fresh out of the shower, and go to sleep. There's a bonus that I'm going to record for you tomorrow. It is a haiku, because the day that you'll be watching this will be National Haiku Day. So stand by for that. I'm really grateful you're here, and I hope you'll hang around for the rest of this series. Day one of this house sit was actually yesterday, but tomorrow, when this is being released, is National Haiku Day. So I wrote a haiku about driving here and getting to this location. So here it goes. House sitting road trip over the Delaware Bridge. Doorway to spring's joy. As you watch a little bit of South Jersey go across your screen, I hope you'll take a moment to watch perhaps the rest of my East or West Coast road trip that I recently took, the playlist for those, and you also might want to watch a recent video about this house sitting thing we're doing. Pretty soon there will be a full playlist going up, and you can figure that you can watch that later on if you miss an episode or two, and you can also subscribe and remember to hit notifications.